Today we're going to Africa, hence the socks. I'm the Lion King. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. First visit to Africa, to South Africa, in 1993, and you may wonder what the Lion King has to do, Disney's Lion King has to do with a piece of work I made out there, and here it is. And it was called the Voortrekker Monument with the site of Durban street murders, and I made this just at the time that South Africa is transitioning to a democratic government, and the atmosphere there was very tense, as you can imagine. The first place I went was to see a huge Voortrekker monument outside Pretoria of the founders of the Boer kingdom, standing, huge stone effigies of them standing with their rifles in a 4-square formation. And I did that, photographed them. Although very stern gentlemen they are, you see. And then underneath, when I didn't know what else to do, so I went there from there, it was outside Pretoria, back to Durban, where I'd flown to see an artist friend. And I then, the day I was there was a murder took place of several ANC members by the white South African police. And they were shot dead, just walking along the street. And about a few days later, I went to photograph where they were shot dead, and you can see the bullet holes in the pavement still. And the whole piece is there, you see. And in fact, it was bought immediately by the Natal Technicon. It's in their entrance hall, well, a few weeks later. And yes, so it's Voortrekker Monument with the site of the Durban street murders, which epitomised the polarisation of South Africa at that time. And we wonder whether there's going to be a civil war there, and in fact there wasn't. Well, thank goodness. But anyway, what has the Lion King got to do with that? Well, quite a lot really, because the music for the Lion King, it was originally called Mabubi, and it was written in the 1920s. And it was written by somebody called Solomon Linda, who was a Zulu, who worked as a cleaner at a Johannesburg record company. And it became world famous, the record, but it's not actually about a lion, a real lion at all, but about the sleeping King Shaker, or Shaka, the warrior king of the Zulus. And he was the person who resisted the armies of the European colonisers in the early 19th century. And in fact, he resisted the Voortrekkers, the Dutch, the Cape Dutch, when they moved out of the Cape up to the north of South Africa. And he became known, because of his strength, he became known as Shaker the Lion. And he's supposed to be not dead but only sleeping in mythology, in Zulu mythology, South African mythology, black mythology, and will one day awaken and return to lead his oppressed people to freedom. And that's what the song was about, really. But it sounded something like this, and it became known, it's commercialised by Disney, but before it had been commercialised by as Wimaway. One of the best versions of it is by Miriam Makeba. But I'll try and get the sort of feel of what it's like. Forgive me, I'll do my best. Here we go. It's a Zulu song where they echo each other. The Zulus singing to one another across a valley. But those great statues of the Voortrekkers are still there. Is there any statue of Shaker in King Shaker anywhere? Well, there's an airport at Durban, which incidentally King Shaker gave to the white settlers in Natal to settle their city, now called Durban. And a few years ago, their new airport is now called King Shaker International Airport. There is another place, there's a statue, a big statue of King Shaker, and it's outside a Zulu restaurant in Camden Town. Check it out.